So what I'd like to do now is let's transition into talking about other issues, not just cancer, because of course we've got things like diabetes, we've got hypertension, we've got, let's just talk about chronic inflammation and all the problems that causes.
Yeah. Okay, I think the biggie here is chronic inflammation because it drives all degenerative diseases. We've actually shown this too with Alzheimer's. So you can go online and check me in with a product called Eztrek. And one of my associates, Brian Peskin, does a wonderful job on this he's a researcher and he's MIT graduate and puts up information relative to findings with Alzheimer's and heart disease and a whole bunch of things. So there's information here. The key part on understanding inflammation is that it's your omega-6s that produce the anti-inflammatory brakes on the inflammation. And all your drugs, your NSAIDs, steroids, corticosteroids, and everything else, although they immediately block the inflammation, i.e. pain, they in effect, long-term, block your anti-inflammatory, which is your natural response. And they do that by impeding the delta-6 because of the toxic side effect. And the more of these you go on and the higher dose, the more blockage there is. And how many people do we know that started out with ibuprofen or Advil, and then it was Tylenol 3 or Tylenol 5, and then a few years later it's Percocets, prednisone, whatever, and all the way up to opiates, and 30 years go by, and you've filled the coffers of the pharmaceutical industry, and now nothing works for you. And that's just the gradual breakdown of this metabolic pathway over time while your wallet's being fleeced.